Hello, dear students. Welcome you all to the 12th lecture of macroeconomics. And today's topic of discussion are the importance of estimating national income. And we will discuss the various methods to calculate the national income. So let's see first of all why this estimation of national income is important for an economy. So first of all, we should understand that with the help of national income, and the data which we are collecting, we know the distribution of income in a society, and we can see that how equally that income is distributed in the society, or we can see that which sectors are having, sorry, which households are having more income, and where there is a need to do a lot of social welfares. And it tells whether the inequalities of income in distribution, and if so, how vast is the inequalities. Inequality will be there always, but we need to see that how big is the gap between rich and poor, because all these things will help us ultimately to make the policies for a country. And it is a very fair measure of overall economic activities of a nation, and it is an index of economic conditions also. So these are the importance of estimating national income. Next, we will see the current prices and constant price, national income at current price and national income at constant price. So this topic already we have covered in previous lectures also, but just once again, I want to tell you what is current price and what is constant price. So when we are saying the current price, the name is saying the price prevailing in the year, means price which is going on in that particular year in which you are calculating the national income. Okay, so value, when you are calculating for goods and services, the value of goods and services will change in every year, because the production cost will change in every year. Okay, so if you are taking the value based on that particular year's prices, that will be called current price. Okay, national income at current price. Whereas sometimes what happen in economics, we fix a base year and we compare all the activities or all the indicators with respect to that base year price. Suppose in 2020 we are calculating the national income at constant price, and our base year prices was 2015. So what we are doing, we are comparing, or we are calculating all that indicators, or we are calculating all that different accounts based on 2015 years. Okay, so we are calculating the price of 2015. So if we are doing so, we are calculating national income based on some base year price, then we will say that is national income at constant price. So in both the situation, difference is there. In current, when we are saying, means present year's price for calculating the value of goods and services. Whereas when we are saying constant prices, means for calculating the value of goods and services, we are calculating, we are taking the prices of the base year. That base year could be any year which is defined by the authorities. Next, and very important topic for your examination point of view, measurement of national income. So national income can be measured by various ways. Okay, so the data which we are calculating, we can calculate from various ways. We can calculate the national income by calculating the value of goods and services produced in a country in a particular period, or we can calculate the national income by income method also, in which we calculate the income of the country as a whole. And we can calculate the national income through expenditure method also. And through all these three methods, the same result should come out, and it will come out, it comes out like from value added method you calculate, or income method calculate, or financial expenditure method we are calculating the national income. If your calculation is correct and data is available, so with all three methods you will get the same result. So duration to calculate national income is generally 1 year. And we can see or we can define this method of measuring national income in three ways, or three viewpoints are possible: value added method, income method, and final expenditure method. In today's lecture, we will discuss the value added method. This income method and final expenditure method we will discuss in next lecture. So let's start with value added method. So value added method means net output method, means how much ever output is coming, that all industries are producing something. Okay, so primary sector is also producing something, secondary, tertiary. Okay, so when we will combine the value of all goods and services are produced in a country at a particular year period of time, and we will add those values, then we will get national income. Let's see, some formulas are there and they are very easy, just you need to pay attention. So value added method, also called the net output method, is used to measure the contribution of economic production unit to GDP at market price. So first of all, what we will do, we will add all that outputs and we will calculate GDP at market price. And then we will calculate these following things first before going to national income. As we have seen in previous indicators also, first we calculate GDP, then we calculate GNP, and after that we calculate NNP at market price. Then we calculate NNP at factor cost, that is your national income. Similarly, we will go with the same flow. First, we will calculate the gross value added at market price. Here GDP, we are saying GVA. Okay, don't get confused. Formula is almost same. Then we will calculate net value added at market price and net value added at factor cost. I have checked your syllabus. There are no numericals based on these methods, so don't worry about the numericals. If you people want, whenever the college will reopen, I will make sure that you will see few numericals on these topics. So I hope you got the sequence how we will move. First of all, we will calculate the GVA at market price. Then we will calculate NVA at market price, and we will calculate net value added at factor cost. Okay, so let's proceed. Formulas are there. You need to remember the formulas. So GVA or GDP, when we are calculating by value added method, remember we are calculating it by value added method. So the formula for GVA at market price, I hope you understand the prices, which includes taxes and subsidies also. Okay, profit plus tax minus subsidies. GVA or GDP formula, value of output, how much ever output is produced in a country in a given period of time, minus intermediary consumption. Intermediary consumption means sometime it happens that one sector's output become the input for another sector. Okay, so we will not include the intermediate consumption. We will include only the final product which are going for consumption. Okay, so now value of output, how to calculate the value of output? Like when we are saying that in a particular industry, what is the output? So how you will calculate how much sale happened plus closing stock minus opening stock. Okay, how much sales happened and what was the closing stock at the end of the year and what was the opening stock. So in between what we are calculating how much stock was there during a period of time and how much got sold. So value of output we can calculate from this formula minus intermediary consumption. We will deduct from that. Then we will get GVA, gross value added at market price. Next step will be NVA at market price, net value added at market price. You can calculate here GDP, GNA also. Okay, so that we are not considering here. Directly we are jumping one step ahead. We are calculating NVA at market price. So NVA at market price, if you remember the formula earlier, we exclude depreciation from GVA. So GVA we have calculated from here. If from this data we are deducting our depreciation, then it will become your NVA at market price, net value added at market price. Now, how to calculate national income from that? This all is at market price. From this market price, if we will exclude net income tax, okay, so net indirect taxes, so it will become your national income by value added method. So national income will be this value, NDP, net direct NDP minus net indirect taxes plus net factored income from abroad. So this will become your national income. So final formula, national income equals to NDP at market price minus tax minus subsidies plus net factored income from abroad. Earlier we have seen that after calculating GDP, we was calculating GNP. So there itself we was adding this thing, net factor income from abroad. So you can make increase one step here, or at the end you can add this thing at national income also. So this is how we calculate the national income from value added method. So I hope this is clear. Once again I am repeating, first of all we have to calculate the GVA at market price. Formula is given, value of output minus intermediary consumption. Value of output formula, total sales plus closing stock minus opening stock. So apply this formula, you will get the GDP, and all these data different agencies collect and they provide to the authorities who make or who publish this national income information and all. So that data goes, and based on the data they calculate GDP, GNP, NNP, and national income, all those things. So formula is this. After this you will calculate NVA at market price. NVA at market price will be your GVA at market price minus depreciation. And after that, from this value, when you will deduct net indirect taxes plus net factor income from abroad, you will get your national income at factor cost. Okay, so NNP at factor cost. So I hope now it is clear. If you have any confusion, you can ping me on WhatsApp. I will solve your query there. Thank you so much for watching this video.